Without question, lads, this is the biggest episode of the Cork City career mode to date. We took my local side from the League of Ireland, brought them over to England's League 2, got 3 promotions in a row, and here we are now in our second season in the Premier League. We're looking to qualify for Europe, and we are also looking to win our first trophy, major trophy that is, of the series. And we will be playing Tottenham Hotspur here in the League Cup final of 2030. And let me tell you something, Cork City are no strangers to winning domestic trophies themselves. 4-time FAI Cup winners, League of Ireland Cup winners as well on 3 different occasions, President Cup winners in 2016, 2017 and 2018, and also 19-time Munster Senior Cup winners, as well as the Setanta Sports Cup as well back in 2008. And there's a whole load of other cups I could go through here that Cork City have won, but those are the main ones I wanted to mention. So yeah, long story short, Cork City are used to winning cup finals throughout their history, and hopefully today we can add the Carabao Cup to that list. This might be our first major cup final of this series, but we have actually won a game at Wembley back in Season 2 when we won the playoffs here. Who the hell did we play in that game again? I think it might have been Charlton Athletic, if memory is serving me correctly, but I do know for a fact that we're playing Tottenham Hotspur here, a team whose last domestic trophy was the League Cup back in 2008. I'm recording this a mere few hours after they've just secured their safety in the Premier League, which is absolutely crazy to think that Tottenham nearly got relegated this season. They had to bring it to the last day, but in this series things seem to be going a little bit better for them. They're in 6th place in the Premier League in this campaign. We are in 4th, but we have beaten Spurs twice already in this season, so that surely will play some mind games here on the players, as we see Kevin Kelleher there starting for us in between the sticks, Lombardi, Prince, McCarthy and Turl as the back 4, Gilchrist as the holding midfielder, O'Sullivan as the 10, Lacey and James out wide with Van Persie and former Spurs man Troy Parrott up front. The son of a former Arsenal player and a former Spurs player up front here, taking them on in the League Cup final. Spurs look like they have a pretty decent team as well. I think they've retained some of their better players in real life, and they've definitely added to it as well. Conor Gallagher, their captain, and yeah, there's actually quite a few Spurs originals in that team. They're not playing Mamardashvili in goal, which is interesting. They've got Martin in between the sticks. Van de Ven is still there. Santana, I think, is a regen player. Kulusevski's still there, Bergvald's still there, Tell's still there up front. He's a bit better in game than he is in real life. I just want to quickly check something there, because I know Mamardashvili normally starts for them. How high rated is that goalkeeper? Okay, they've got an 84 rated backup. Well, I say backup goalkeeper. What's Mamardashvili's rating? Out of curiosity, because he played the 2 times that we came up against him in the league. He's 86 rated, so they have 2 very good goalkeepers in fairness, and it seems like they have a decent team on top of that as well. But look lads, without further ado, let's get into it. Can Cork City become the first team from Ireland to win the EFL League Cup? Let's be having ya. And of course we are going to play the full game here. There's only one game taking place in this episode, and it is going to be this League Cup final. As I mentioned, we've done the double over Tottenham in the league. It was a 4-0 win away from home in the opening game of the season, as Dylan Turl gives away the ball, and then we beat them 3-2 in a quick sim game that I played just after recording the last episode. Actually, it was during the recording, but that was one of the games I decided not to include because we had some other games of big importance to play in that one. Has Kelleher made a save there? I think he has. Yes, he has. It has gone up for a corner kick, which Bergvald's going to whip in, and Van de Ven wins the header. Kevin Kelleher, thankfully not having to make a save that time. It does just go over the bar. But early warning signs here from Tottenham, and look, I'm not going to take them lightly. Whatever you want to say about Spurs in real life and the fact that, you know, they went through that really long trophy drought, and they're still going through a trophy drought in terms of domestic silverware, I'm not going to take them lightly here at all. They're pressing us quite well there. We managed to break through it. Here's Shea Lacey. Shaquille Van Persie. Ball over the top. Cathal O'Sullivan, can he get there? Yes, he can. Cathal O'Sullivan gets the assist for Troy Parrott, who scores against his old club here in the League Cup final. What a moment for our record signing. He has given us the lead here at Wembley. Brilliant ball by Shaquille Van Persie. Cathal O'Sullivan does really well to beat Mickey van de Ven there. Very unselfishly played it into Troy Parrott, and he very calmly and coolly placed it in the back of the net. And Cork City have the lead here against Tottenham in the League Cup final. What a start to this game. Absolutely fantastic. It had to be him, really, didn't it? It had to be the former Spurs man, and that will calm one or two nerves that I've had coming into this game. Honestly, look, the season is far from over. This doesn't make or break our season, but it would be nice to get this monkey off our back and win a domestic trophy here. And of course, this would seal European football as well for us. We would know that at the very least we'd have Conference League if we are to get the victory here. But Spurs now looking to go on an attack straight away. What a tackle there by Damien McCarthy. That's brilliant. We look to hit them on the break here now. O'Sullivan into Shaquille Van Persie, our top scorer so far this season. Did really well there. But Spurs do well to clear it away. McCarthy finds Prince. Here's Dylan Turrell now. Make sure not to give away the ball, lad. There you go. Ian Gilchrist, who's had a very, very good season, lads. He really has. Of course, we did sign Ethan Ampadu to play in that position in the summer, and he picked up an injury, but Gilchrist has really come into his own in that position, so who knows, he could be starting there more often than not now for the rest of this series. Probably still will need another player there next season. Ampadu was kind of a short-term signing anyway, but it's good to know that Gilchrist has been playing really well in that position. He's going to have a go here as well. We don't score too many goals with him. He did score a goal in the FA Cup recently in a game that I played away from the YouTube side of things. That wasn't the worst effort in the world, but it did miss the target. But still, defensively, he's doing really well, and he is quite good going forward. Even if he doesn't score many, I do feel like we're always on the verge of creating something anytime Ian Gilchrist gets on the ball. Here's Kulusevski now, switches the play over to Kudos, over to Bergvall now. Conor Gallagher, of course, we had in the Oxford United series back in the day. What did I say about Tell? He's a hell of a lot better in the game than he is in real life, and he has Spurs back on level terms here. That is slightly frustrating. We were playing really, really well up to this point. What the hell is Sven Prince doing there? Not great defending. Kelleher couldn't keep it out, and 7 minutes before half-time, it's all square here between Cork City and Tottenham Hotspur. That is really frustrating. I was really hoping we could at least go into the half-time break still in the lead. And look, we might still be able to here. But that is quite frustrating that we had to concede that goal. Dan James unable to get on the end of that. Here's Conor Gallagher now. Over to the Santana regen. Not sure whose regen he actually is, but looks like a solid player, and he does really well to get Dan James off the ball there. Dan James, this will probably be his last season here at Cork City, as it looks like we'll be going into the halftime break all square, unless the referee is going to give Tottenham this last attack. Yes, he is. McCarthy trying to keep up there, but unable to do so. No. Get rid of it. Oh, what a save by Kevin Kelleher. We're in the bloody 5th minute of stoppage time here. It's already asking me to make a change. I'm not taking Sven Prince off to bring on Del Prado. I love Del Prado, but no way am I going to make that change right now. Van Persie unable to get there. Another save by Kevin Kelleher. And I mean, I was talking about being disappointed about not going into the halftime break 1-0 up. We're very lucky not to be 2-1 down there. Spurs putting on a lot of pressure, like only they know how, towards the end of the half there. But it is going to be 1-1 as we go into the second 45 minutes. I've opted not to make any changes here at the beginning of the second half, as they do what I like to call the Six Nations clearance there, and we get the throw in here instantly. I'm going to stick with what we have at the moment, but I feel like Dan James might have to come off at some stage the longer this game stays 1 apiece. But here's Ian Gilchrist now. Come on, let's try and get off to the best possible start here in the second half. Here's Van Persie. Oh, just runs right into the defender. Spurs now looking to bring it up the other end instantly. What can we do here? Great interception by Sven Prince. Really, really well done there from the Virgil van Dijk regen, who, again, we can only keep if we qualify for the Champions League. If we miss out on Champions League football, we have to accept an offer from any team playing in the Champions League next season. So That's something that we're going to have to keep in mind in terms of our league position. We are currently in 4th place as Dylan Turl makes a really good tackle there. Here he is again. Dan James. Parrott. Oh, looking for Van Persie. I don't know if he would have been onside, but it got intercepted before we could even find out. Bergvall now. Tell. Oh, I'm getting nervous here, lads. Kulusevski. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, no. F off. F off. No! No bloody way! No way they've just scored that! Oh my god, Lucas Bergvall with the poxiest goal you will ever see. Oh no! We are 2-1 down here with 25 minutes to go. Oh my god, Quaveen Kelleher committed to saving the shot from Tell. The defender ends up blocking it, but it basically left Bergvall with as good as an empty net, and Spurs are 2-1 up here with 25 minutes to go. I need to make some changes. Right, Dan James, I'm sorry, mate, you have to come off. Davidson's going to come on. Van Persie's not had the best game, but I really don't feel like I can take him off in a cup final, at least not right now. So I think that's the only change we're going to make for now. Davidson, another player who may be on the chopping block in terms of players we'll be letting go this summer. But now we're relying on him to try and get us back into this game. Plays it back there to McCarthy. Gilchrist. Oh, looking for Lacey. Stop giving away the ball so easily, lads. Unbelievable. Oh, brilliant tackle. Sven Prince. Davidson. You gotta be bloody joking me. Honestly. Honestly, we're giving it back to him so bloody easily. It's not even bloody funny. And I can feel this League Cup final slipping away from us here, lads. I really can. Bergvall. Oh, if they get another one, that's going to be that. Gallagher. Tell. McCarthy does really well to intercept it, but what does he do? He decides to give it right fucking back to a Tottenham player. I'm not censoring myself that time. 3-1 down. 15 minutes to go. And it looks like the League Cup dream will be coming to an end here. That is so bloody disheartening. Terrible defending. Just couldn't get rid of it. McCarthy does well initially and says, do you know what? Have it back there. Didn't actually mean to skip that. Okay, I'm breaking the emergency glass, lads. 4-2-4. Never mind 4-4-2. 4-2-4. We just need to go for this now. I can't believe we might be about to lose this. Right, 4-2-4. Let's focus on who we're going to bring on first. Do you know what? I hate doing it. Van Persie, it's not been his day today. Adamita's going to come on. John Patrick I'm going to bring on as well. Okay, no, I'm not taking Van Persie off. I'm actually going to take... Okay, I need to think about... Give me a second, lads. I need to think about this. I feel like I'm rushing this too much. Okay, this is what I'm actually going to do. I'm actually going to take off Shea Lacey. I'm going to keep Van Persie on the right. Adamita is going to come on up front because he has been brilliant off the bench this season. Troy Parrott, of course, will stay alongside him, and Davidson will stay out on that left-hand side. John Patrick will come on to partner Cathal O'Sullivan in the midfield. But I think it's already slipped away from us, lads. I'm really, really sad to say that, but it looks like the League Cup dream will probably be coming to an end here. And to lose to of all teams, to lose to bloody Spurs. Oh my god, it's so irritating. Look, we are still in the FA Cup, but I really wanted to win this League Cup. Get the monkey off our back, as I say. Oh my god, why are we giving away this flipping ball so easily? I've already swore once, I may as well swear again. I'm trying not to, lads. They're going to score again here, Tottenham. Defensively, lads, it's been one of the worst performances I think we've ever put in. Here's Van Persie now. 5 minutes left. Oh, it's a good ball. Adamita. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? Oh, that was the chance, lads. We had to score that if we were to have any chance of winning this game. Nah, blow it up, ref. Just blow it up. 2 added minutes. It's not going to be enough. Just blow it up, ref, honestly. Okay, let's try and stop them from scoring a fourth. We beat Tottenham twice in the league, and now they're about to beat us here in the League Cup final. Kelleher makes the save. But unfortunately, the wait for our first trophy continues here, as Tottenham have defeated us in the Carabao Cup final. I am absolutely gutted, lads. I really am. Oh, that's a sickener. There was no scenario where I saw us losing this game. I mean, I know I said I wasn't taking them lightly, but I really did think we were going to get the job done here. But no, Spurs do get a domestic trophy for the first time since 2008. I mean, they might have won other ones actually during the series. I can't really remember. But they've definitely won here now. That's a big blow, lads. It really is. Conor Gallagher is going to get his hands on that trophy. Oh, great camera work, EA. Honestly, you never fail to amaze me. That's one thing I can always say about EA Sports. They never ever fail to amaze me. It just depends on whether it's a positive amazement or negative. But this is a very negative feeling right now. Conor Gallagher, who we had in the Oxford career mode a couple of years ago, lifts the League Cup here for Tottenham. And our hunt for our first trophy, unfortunately, will have to continue. This one's going to sting for a while, lads. It really, really is. I didn't think in a million years we were going to lose that game. I think that's the first time I've lost a cup final on here since the first Champions League final with Celtic. So, yeah, this one is pretty painful to say the very, very least. Congratulations to Tottenham. They were the better team on the day, but I'm still going to be very, very bitter about it. Of course, we beat Tottenham twice in the league and then lose to them in a cup final. But as bad as I feel right now about this, I also have a bit of good news to report, and that is we have also made the FA Cup final. So, of course, this season, as I said, lads, was going to be a lot quicker than the other seasons. So I simmed through a couple of months there after the League Cup final. And now we will also be playing in the FA Cup final this season as well. And look at who we are taking on. The team that beat us in the League Cup semi-final last season, Manchester City. Did we beat City en route to getting to the League Cup final? I think we did. Or maybe... Oh, no, it was Liverpool. Yeah, it was Liverpool that we beat. And Chelsea. Yeah, sorry. For some reason, I thought it was Man City. But regardless, we will be playing Manchester City in the FA Cup final. And that's not it, lads. In the Premier League, we have 4 games to go, and we find ourselves in 3rd position. And as you can see there, we are only 8 points off of Liverpool, who are top of the league, and we have a game in hand. But that game in hand is against Arsenal, and I believe it's away from home. Let me just double check here. Actually, yeah, I know it would be because we drew 2-2 with them at Turner's Cross. But also, as you can see there, lads, the race for European football is very, very close. Despite the fact that we are in 3rd, we could be as low as 6th if we don't beat Arsenal, because we are only 2 points clear of Manchester City there, who are in 6th position. And of course, because Tottenham won the League Cup, that means that 7th will get Conference League. So yeah, basically top 7 should qualify us for European football this season. So it's still all to play for here, going into the last episode of this season, lads. I'm really, really gutted that we couldn't win the League Cup, but at least in the next episode, we could still win the FA Cup. And here's hoping that Erling Haaland has a very, very quiet game and we can beat Manchester City at Wembley. But that will do it for this episode of the Cork City Career Mode, lads. Thank you all once again so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, then please do hit that like button, hype the video as well, and also please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We are on the road to hitting 1,000 subscribers, and I will talk to you all on Friday for the Season 5 finale of the Cork City Career Mode. Take care.